welcome to the stage, brand new diamond, Mr. Ron Loney. My business happened in 3 phases. When I first got started, I was in grad school full-time. I was working on a PhD in clinical psychology. I finished my coursework. I was doing very well in school. I was close to the top of my class. I was also working a full-time job. And that's how I met Wayne Callender. So I'd go to school all day. I had a patient load in a clinic, and then I'd go on work all night, go home, take a nap, study somewhere in between, go back to school, go to the clinic, go to work. And this guy, Wayne, was telling me something about some kind of a business because, I realized I had to do something for myself. I wanted to own me. I wanted to own my time. Wayne knew this about me, and he kept telling me about this business, but Rod, you got to see this business. You really got to listen. You got to see this business. And I didn't really know what it was. And he invited me out month after month. For months, we worked the same job. I never made it to this meeting that he was telling me about. And one day I just said, listen, Wayne, I kind of wanted to get him a little off my back. I was feeling embarrassed. The guy was inviting me out to something I didn't know what it was. So finally I said, Wayne, is there a kit? Let me get the kit, okay? I bought this kit thing, I took it home, put it behind the television, because I didn't know what this was. It took me 3 months to figure them out, because I was trained to analyze things. And there I was. But here's what happened. My first phase in this business was from 0 to platinum. There was something called a function. I didn't know what that was. See, in psychology, one of the things I wanted to study was sleep disorders. And of course, my first function would be dream night. And I remember we got to this function and there were a whole bunch of people, not as many as this, and people were jumping up and down and yelling and screaming and holding hands, and the guy next to me tried to hold my hand, and I said, I'm sorry, sir, I don't go that way. And people were like jumping up and cheering like you just did, and I was the only guy sitting down like this. But you know what got me that night? I heard a gentleman walk up on the stage. His name was John Crow. And that gentleman, I heard a bit about his story. I heard about what he had been through. Then I saw his success. I remember that was the moment that I made the decision that if that guy can do it, I have no excuse not to succeed. I remember I told Wayne, I can do this. As a matter of fact, I'm going to tear it up. Then I went to an open meeting, which I hadn't done before, and the first person I ever saw show the plan, believe it or not, if we had more time, I'll let you figure out who it was, but it was a gentleman who spoke about this quickly, and I didn't know what he was saying. He was talking very fast. It was a little guy from somewhere in Virginia, Angelo Nardoni. Now, remember, I didn't quite understand everything he said. As a matter of fact, I didn't get most of what he said. But one thing that I did get, here was another moment. In one moment, something he said, when I first started this business, my wife and I, Claudia, I always knew that I'd be a diamond. When I replayed that in my brain, in normal speed, I understood what he said. I said, hey, Wayne, what's a diamond? He told me. I said, I'm going to be one of them too. And I hope this weekend, somewhere in someone's story, in something that you see or hear, you find that moment for you. That moment that's going to raise your belief to the point where you can step out and claim something big. And there's no reason that anyone sitting in this room like I was last year and the year before can step out of the bleachers, can step out of this audience and step on this stage as a brand new diamond next year. God bless.